Welcome, Tiger fans, to RHS Football 2025.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to the live broadcast of Ripley High School football here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and from Don Press Box. Tonight, the Ripley Tigers take on the Crockett County Cavaliers in a non-region game. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson here to bring you all the action. What about it, Hoss?
I don't know about it, Mike. Last week looked like we were playing pretty good, and then our mistakes just killed us, and that's been our Achilles heel so far this season. But we're taking on Powerhouse Crockett County Cavaliers that is expected to win their region. That is yet to be seen. I think they'll have to beat South Gibson to win their region. But I talked to Coach a few weeks ago, and we made this. I made a statement to him like Rick Flair used to say: to be the best, you got to beat the best.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And but he's got them right there playing Trenton last week, Crockett County tonight, and next week Lake County. But we'll get to that later on in the game.
We've got to mention that we just had a moment of silence for those who may not be aware. Coach Garner's father passed away this week, and so this is obviously a tough week for him, coaching after his dad passed away, and tomorrow is the funeral, and so anyway, our thoughts and prayers go out to Coach Garner, and hope the Tigers can play well for him tonight.
Yes, and I was surprised to see the coach out on the field, but that just shows what kind of man he is. He's not putting his family last, but he's here to do his job. And that speaks volumes of what the Coach Garner out there on the field.
Absolutely. I actually stopped by on my way here today and talked with Coach Cruz up in Dresden, and he told me, of course, he and Coach Garner are best friends, and but anyway, he told me to tell everybody here hello, and he missed Ripley, and he missed everybody here, and he wishes the best. So we got the captains lined up as we get ready for Ripley's captains are lined up. Crockett not quite made it to the field yet. The captains for Ripley tonight are number 54, and that is Keelan King, 6'2", 210-pound senior. Number 70 for the Tigers, that's C.J. Edwards, 6', 280 senior. Number 57 for the Ripley Tigers is also Aiden Haynes, 6'1", 210-pound senior. And number 99, Jonathan Holcomb, 6'1", 255-pound senior. So we are just awaiting the Crockett County Cavaliers to bring their captains out to the middle of the field, and we'll get the coin toss and be underway here shortly.
Yeah, I was going to say last week Holcomb was all over the field at Trenton. He is a good. I guess he plays linebacker. He's hope somebody's watching this kid because I think he had 85 tackles last season.
Yeah, he's a motor.
Yes, he is.
He is a motor. Also, I got to mention. I did during the Tiger Bowl, but a long time Ripley fan, and he was a player back in the day. Jimmy Kiesler, he passed away back in late spring or early summer, and he was one of the guys that I'd talk to before and after every game for probably more than a decade, probably closer to 2. Anyway, our condolences go out to his family. He had a daughter that graduated with my 2 sons. Her name was Jackie, and she had an older brother that was 2 or 3 years older, and right off the top of my head, I can't remember his name. But anyway, our condolences and thoughts and prayers go out to that family as well as Coach Garner's family.
Number 54, Keenan King, there at midfield.
We want to make sure we mention our sponsors for this year. Hendren Construction, Craig Fitzhugh, City Mayor, Farm Bureau Insurance, Cannell's Body Shop, Taxes by Lisa, Dan Douglas, Attorney at Law, Mills Grocery and 731 Market, Asbury Cove, McDonald's, Security Bank, and Lauderdale Lumber. So thank you for all the sponsors, and then of course we have some sports sponsors that have a sports package, and that would be something that you'll hear when we take the break. Some of those, and shout out to Jason back at the station running the board and keeping us all going. And so we are not far from kickoff, as I think they're just now tossing the coin.
Ripley wins the toss, declines until the second half. Crockett County.
So Crockett's going to receive. They'll start the game with the ball. Our Ripley High School cheerleaders this year
Ripley will defend the
are Linda
north
Barham,
goal. Crockett County
Kaylee
will
Pittman,
defend the south goal
Lisa Boyd,
and will
Allie Hendren,
receive the football.
Cheyenne Houston, Julia Manley, Dariana Robbins, Reagan Conrad, Emma Heath, Carly Hutchins, Zoe Latham, also known as Stick Baby, Emerson Payton, Riley Ray, Corey Smith, Taylor Burks, Maddie Carter, Keegan Gaines, Lexi Latham, Kaylin Perkins, Maggie Crawford, and Audie Rose, and coached by Bailey Breen. There was also, yes, Emerson Payton. She's kind of known, they call her Twig. So you got Stick Baby and Twig out there. And it's okay, I've talked to their parents. They don't mind me calling them that, because I think that's a nickname that they all kind of know between themselves anyway.
Well, I'm expecting this to be a pretty good game. I mean, I know Crockett County won big last week. I forget who they played. They won like 54 to whatever. But the Tigers since the Liberty Bowl, the
Tiger Bowl?
County, yeah. They last week I tell you they played really good. It was just how much mistakes that they made that really cost them the game.
Yeah, of course, I give a shout out to Crazy Horse. He had the reins all by himself last week and did a fantastic job, and appreciate him doing that. I don't intend to miss it any more this year, but if I can, it doesn't matter, because Crazy Horse can handle it without me. He don't need me anyway.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I
And
do.
here come
Here come the Tigers out onto the field.
In my opinion, I think playing these games that we played is going to help us when we get into written play.
Oh yeah, I've got to say that I actually talked to a couple of parents out there a few minutes ago, real nice guys, and I wanted to mention them, and I don't remember their first names. I'm terrible with names. I don't forget faces, but names are a lot, they elude me a lot more. But Jamari Jarrett, he's number 0, he's a senior. Talked to his dad out there, great guy. Also, I talked to LaDarian White. His dad was out there too. They were sitting together. We got to talk to them for a few minutes before the game. Really great guys, and have been here supporting their kids for 4 years, and just nice to get to know some of these fine people that are around here.
I think, Michael, I could be mistaken, but I think we'll only have 6 seniors graduating from this class next year on the football field.
Oh, they're starting.
Yeah, they're starting to get 6. I could be wrong with somebody. I'm always subject to correction.
Somebody told me you thought you was wrong one time, but you was mistaken.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Big game tonight for us, but also over in Brownsville as the Tomcats and the Covington Chargers go against each other. And then also I got to give a shout out to Coach Cruz's Dresden Lions. They're traveling to McKenzie to take on McKenzie tonight. McKenzie, always a powerhouse. So
Tiger fans,
We lost last week.
are you ready for
yeah,
some
they did.
football?
But Huntington is Huntington.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
And I think Coach Cruz and them lost by like 4 or, I don't know, a few points.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think it was 21-19. I could be wrong.
Okay.
It wasn't much.
Well, we've got it teed up and getting ready to kick from the near hash mark. Our kicker is at number 31, it looks like.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's Edward Flores.
Here we go.
And he is the kicker, and he's a junior. So we are ready for kickoff. And fans all over the world, it's kickoff time in Tiger Town.
Tiger Town.
A short kick taken at the 20, across the 25, the 30, across the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. He's got one man to beat, and I don't know if we're going to catch him. Looks like we could, and we push him, but it looks like he's pushed. Yep, he pushed him just as he got to the end zone, ran it all the way back against the Tigers, an 80-yard touchdown run, and that's not the way you want to start a game.
No, it's not, Mike. We had some guys that was trailing them. We just couldn't catch up with them.
Yeah, he was fast, and they got a crease in the middle, and they obviously blocked well, and were able to to start this game off in a big way for the Cavaliers.
One thing about Crockett County that I've noticed ever since PA Pratt, they're very well disciplined, and when they're not having a good year, they're still very good.
Yeah, when they don't have a good year, they're still a very good team.
Yes.
I mean, even if they don't have the caliber athletes, a low snap, and the kick is up, and it hits the upright and bounces off, no good. So with 11:47 to go in the first quarter, 13 ticks gone off the clock, and Crockett County is up 6-0, as Ripley will get the ball back, or they will get it now for the first time, but that's not the way you want to get it.
I think, like, you definitely, I mean, it happens sometime, but you got to realize too, we're playing up. We're playing a Crockett County team that's good,
And a 4A.
and the 4A team. Because I know last week we played down to
2A.
2A, but now with Trenton, they're another powerhouse in
absolutely.
in West Tennessee.
Yeah, you know, I used to put a lot more emphasis than I do nowadays on where you're 5A or 1A or so forth. But since I've seen a lot of these smaller teams play, I don't necessarily think that much anymore, because I've seen some 1A teams that I thought, you know, could beat most 4A teams.
You know, I remember it's been a few years ago when Appalachian State beat Michigan.
Absolutely.
And I think, wow, man, so, I mean, you can't anybody can get beat on any given night.
Absolutely. Here we go. Here's the kickoff from the Cavaliers. It's going to be a relatively short kick, too, taken at about the 12-yard line across the 15 to 20, and going sideways across the 20, and he breaks the tackle. Finally brought down about the 22 or 3-yard line. With 11:38 to go in the first quarter, Ripley trails Crockett 6-0, and Ripley will go on offense for the first time for this game.
Yeah, number 15. For Ripley, I don't remember who he was last week. Let's see.
Jonathan Curry.
Jonathan Curry, he's a
From their
sophomore.
own 22, the Ripley Tigers will have it.
I know last week Coach played a lot of young men.
Well, after graduating 18 seniors,
Yeah.
you know, it's just tough to recover from, because
It is.
you've lost your experience, especially with most of those guys that have been playing 3 and 4 years starting, and so you got guys behind them that didn't quite get as much playing time. All right, the Tigers will come to the line. They'll send wing to the right, 2 wide to the left, shotgun formation, running back to the quarterback's right. Puts his wing back in motion from right to left, and they hand it to the running back going right to the middle. He's got a little bit of room. He crosses the 25 and out to about the 28-yard line, or 27, and it'll bring up second down and about 4 for Ripley.
Yeah, that was Lakeland Curry. He's another sophomore for the
Wow.
Tigers.
He showed, I saw some blocking there. Obviously, he got through the line before he got hit, and was able to pick up 7 yards, so it'll be second down and 3, so nice way to start the first offensive play.
Yeah, I mean, the Tigers have really improved.
And they'll come back with 2 wide to the right, wing to the left, still in the gun. Quarterback puts his man in motion. His wing man, and it's a toss sweep going to the right. He starts outside, cuts it back inside, and he runs back into a crowd. He's going to lose back to about the original line of scrimmage. He's just about going to lose what was picked up on the first play. Might like a yard or 2.
Yeah, that was one play last week that they were running, and they even ran it a lot during the Hawks, during the County Bowl, the bowl game, and just couldn't get the timing correct on it.
Yeah.
But looks like they got pretty good. I mean, the Crockett County came just right in there.
Yeah, they did. So it's going to bring up third down and about 8 for Ripley. And, he started to his right and then come back to the left, and there wasn't much in the right, going to the right, but it was even less to the left. So he cut back into a more pursuit. And here we go with 2 wide to the right. Shotgun formation, wing was to the right also, looking to throw. And he's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down inside the 10-yard line at around the 7 or 8. He didn't have a lot of time, but he had enough time to get rid of the ball, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was Brody Harlow for the Crockett County Cavaliers. He's a junior. Great pursuit. I don't know if our quarterback even seen it. Saw it.
Yeah, he kind of had his back to him. He came in off the blind side. And so we'll be punting from our goal line. And I was trying to catch the punter's number. Is that 8 or 9 or 3?
He's 17, I think. 9.
No, back behind him.
The punter?
Yeah.
He's 17. Oh, okay. That's 3. I believe that's number 3. If that's the case, that's Jace Beard. He's a senior.
And here it's a high snap. It goes over his head, but he gets it and he throws it downfield, and it's complete. But it's going to be complete out to the original line of scrimmage. So the ball's going to go over on downs, and Cavaliers going to have first and 10 at the Tiger about 22-yard line.
He done a good job getting that ball out.
Yeah, he
Number 15,
did.
Curry.
and I don't know, I can't imagine that was called, but maybe it was because they had somebody downfield looking for the ball. At any rate, like I said, it was a complete pass for about 10 yards, but we needed about 20.
Crockett County got a big offensive line.
They do.
We got Big Chicken though on our side. He's right in the middle.
All right, Big Chicken playing nose guard. We need to call his name every once in a while. What's his name?
His name's number 9. I mean, his number 92.
That's
His name is
Stephen Rogers. That's right. He's a sophomore.
305 pounds. I say he go a little bit more than that.
Yeah, all he needs is another biscuit and gravy. Yeah.
That's it.
Now, with 9:07 on the clock, Crockett has the ball on their second offensive series after scoring a touchdown on the opening kickoff back 80 yards. And the Tigers get it back and can't move the ball, turn it over on downs, and now Crockett will have it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 21-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:07 to go. Crockett up 6-0. Crockett will come with a quarterback in the gun, wide outs to either side, wing to the right. One running back behind him is really a pistol, and it's a hot pass over to the tight end. He got the first down. He goes into the end zone and he scored. So they have ran one offensive play and scored twice.
Referee indicates touchdown.
And with 8:59 to go in the first, Crockett County up 12-0.
Yeah, that quarterback for Crockett, that's how you, he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He gets that ball out quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a hot pass quarterback. I mean, the tight end or wing back took about 3 steps and then just cut out and looked for the ball, kind of sat down. And, of course, the quarterback didn't have to take many steps. He just took back a step or two and just hit him over there in the corner and went in for the touchdown. And, yeah, there is a flag on the play. And it's going to be offsides against Ripley. So that'll move the ball. Nope, they're going to decline it. So they'll still kick from the same spot. I thought they might move it up to the 1.5 and go for 2. But they elected not to, so they are going for the extra point. Snap. And it's a fake, and they throw it over there, and it is good.
He called it number 6. That's it.
He's a big guy.
He's a good-sized kid.
Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense, if they moved it down to the 1.5, even though it had a fake called on, they wanted to have a little more cushion in the back of the end zone, and it worked for them. So now they're up 14-0, and they're getting ready to kick back off to the Tigers.
Yeah, like I said, nothing that we've done to ourselves, but there again, when you've got a lot of seniors, Crockett fans, a lot of our sophomores, you can expect that.
Yeah. Crockett comes back out as they get ready to kick off again.
I know we were talking today, one team we'll play, it got 19 players, looks like Crockett County got about 50.
Or 60.
Yeah, and we've got probably about, I'm gonna say probably about 4.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. All right, Crockett to kick off. And here's a long end-over-end kick. It's going to travel back to a 9-yard line where we're going to take it, across the 15, across the 20, and that's about it. We run into a host of tacklers there at about the 21-yard line. So Tigers start off just about to where they did last time.
Well, if he had some blocking out front.
Flag.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field. If he had some blocking out front, Curry might have got a little further.
Yeah, when they hemmed him up over in the corner, he just had nowhere to go, and I'm hoping that's against Crockett County. But I'm afraid it's going to be against Ripley, maybe a block in the back or a block below the knees. That would be my guess, but let's see what the referee says. My opinion don't count.
Well, it's against Ripley, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're going to mark it off against Ripley, so we're shooting ourselves in the foot. And it is a block in the back against Ripley. And so that'll back them up. Let's see if it'll back them up to it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, so it'll back them up to the 12-yard line where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 12.
Yeah, we started out a whole lot better than this last week, I guess.
Well, I mean, obviously I didn't get to see that game in person. But I'm guessing, hopefully, Crockett's a better team than they were.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that.
So Ripley will have 2 wide. This time they got 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Quarterback's in the gun and 1 running back to his left. And boy, that running back is number 11. Every time I see number 11, it makes me wish it was Squirt.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, he's going to be right to the quarterback's left. 2 wide to either side. Quarterback's going to hand it to his running back, starts inside and then breaks it back the other side. And maybe, I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to say he lost a yard too much.
It looks like they had him at the 12. Looks like they're going to have him at the 11.
We're not getting a big enough push on the offensive line to start with, and we're not able to hold Bucks County on.
No, we're not. The thing about it is you can have 4 guys that block and 1 guy that doesn't, and the play doesn't work unless you just happen to be running to the opposite side. Everybody's going to do their job on every play at the same time. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10, it says. 3 wide right, 1 to the left. Hand the ball to the running back, and he's caught and eat up in the backfield back there about the 5-yard line.
That's number 6, Crockett County. Ray.
He's been over. He's been the standout. He's the one that scored a 2-point conversion, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's Ray Walker. He's over. Tied in and the wide receiver. He's 6'3", 215.
He can move too.
Yes, he can.
Give a shout out to my wife. She's listening tonight. Kim wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her support. That's for sure. And my mom's listening, and I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for her. All right, here we go. 3rd down, 15. Ball on the 8-yard line. 3 wide to the left. Quarterback rolls to his left, looking to throw, and he's throwing it, and it's in and out of the hands
Of Curry.
Yeah, he didn't get it into his body, which you don't want it into your body, but he just kind of reached for it, and it just went through his hands. So it'll fall incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down and 15, and the Tigers to punt the ball away now. If we can get the foot on the ball this time, that'll help.
Yeah.
Don't turn it over down here on this end of the field. 7:16 to go in the first quarter. Ripley trails 14-0. Ball is on the 8-yard line. Quarterback stands about 8 yards deep in his end zone. High snap. It's going to go all the way out of the back, so that'll be a safety. And so they'll get 2 more points. But they've scored 16 points and had 1 offensive play.
Yeah, Lord of mercy help us. These little cats need to grow up quick.
Yeah, and I know, not that it's any specific relation, but I know, Pun's had to be out a little bit, with his dad. Nobody can blame him for that. No one. I mean, just to even be here, is something a lot of people couldn't do. So I know there are some distractions, and we can only hope that. Anyway, also tomorrow, I think at 11 o'clock in Martin is the visitation, and I think at 2, I believe, is the funeral for, his name was Rusty Garner. He was 63, they said.
I remember a meeting, talking to his dad up when we played Southside. I was keeping a little Jack. And, his mother has been to our church a couple times.
Oh, really?
Nice guy.
Yeah, great guy. I talked to him a few times, and obviously, football guy. He played high school football at Dresden, and he went to UT Martin, and he played. He was a little older than Todd White, but he played there right before Todd, I think, got there. And but he said he was always at all the alumni stuff, so he had known him for a long time. All right, Ripley will be kicking, and they have the option to kick or punt from the 20-yard line. The Tigers are kicking off as we get ready for the kick, and there it is, and it's a pretty decent kick. It's going to take it about the 41-yard line, across the 45, the 50, the 40, the 30, 20. Nope. Oh, okay, we got him at about the 35. I was watching the blocker down, and that's one of the things that it always stood out for me about Crockett. But I was actually thought somebody else had the ball further down the field because he was going down for a block.
Yeah. He
was blocking downfield way out in front of the ball carrier. And that's something that I think we can improve on.
Yeah, I mean we're still young. I'm sure Coach Gardner does like Justin Cruz did. He'll put the best people in.
Yeah.
They can get us a win.
Right. Yeah, he always said I want the ones who got to give us the best chance to win. All right, here comes Crockett. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the right, in the gun. They hand the ball to the fullback right up the gut, number 32. He's got the first down, and it looked like he was going all the way, but they trip him up. at about the 20-yard line, but it'll be enough for a first down. So that will move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Crockett at the Ripley 20-yard line.
Number 32 for Crockett reminded me of a running back they had about 10, 11 years ago, Aldous Pitts.
Yeah.
Because they had Ernest Williams too.
Right, yeah, I remember them both. And let's see, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Wing to the right, he goes in motion. And it's a toss sweep going to the left. And we hit him in the backfield, but can't stop him, and he just goes into the end zone. I think they're, yeah, he got it. You know, we hit him about maybe a yard or 2 down the field, but we hit him and bounced off of him. You know, that means you didn't wrap up. You know, if you bounce off of him. If you bounce off, you may not tackle him, but you're going to hold on to him if you got him wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, you got to grab him by its ankle. And, you know, you got to bring him down. So right now, it's winning to nothing.
Yeah.
And we're still in the first quarter. Probably, I can't tell you about 7 minutes ago, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're down 22-0 as they get ready for their point after. Put it over this way where you can see better.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And there's an extra point, and it is good. And with that extra point, we will take a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. Back as we are ready for the kickoff with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Ripley trails 23-0 as the Crockett County Cavaliers get ready to kick off to the Tigers. And the Tigers have, who's that back deep back there? Looks like number one of them.
15 is Curry, and I can't see the kid right here on this side.
Yeah, I can't see his numbers. He's
Number 3.
3. Or is that 3? Is that 3 or 8? Actually, I think that was 8 that was punting.
Oh, was it 8? Oh,
I think.
Well, that's Beard back. But Ripley, he's a senior.
So
Number 15 back.
there's a timeout, and Coach Garner and Coach Ward are talking with the head referee at the middle of the field about the 25-yard line. Oh, that's right. I saw them kind of flicker a little bit ago, and then they went out. And, you know, this one down here on the south or the northeast end, it wasn't on at all. I don't know if it was last week, but it wasn't on during the Tiger Bowl. It was kind of dark over there, so I guess it's a good thing we're getting a new stadium.
Well, I noticed, too, when we got here, too, Mike, I don't think none of them had all the lights working short with.
And you know that I had heard a couple of years ago that those lights are so old they don't even make bulbs for them anymore.
Wow.
So, all right, here's the kick, and it's long kick. It's taken at about the 5-yard line. It crosses the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and hit it to 35. And he falls forward to the 35. So a fantastic return of 30 yards for Ripley. They'll have it 1st and 10.
That was a great run by Curry, but I got to give him one thing. He's toting that direct ball like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, can't do that. Do somebody squeeze it.
Old Tony Riley from Hall out here on the sideline.
Oh, I also meant to mention the trainer this year who works at, I'll get back to that. Give me time to think. 3 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right for the Tigers. Quarterback in the gun, 1 running back to his right. Quarterback takes a snap, drops straight back, looking to throw. He's going to throw a long pass downfield. He's got a man. Oh, and it was just a little bit underthrown. If it had been 5 yards further, it would have been a touchdown. It was almost picked off, but it does fall incomplete. It was a good pass. It was just a little short.
Yeah, that ball was intended for Mikael Frazier. He's 6'4", 200-pound tight end and plays linebacker. He's a junior for Ripley.
And he had some distance. He had the defensive back beat. The ball was just thrown a little short.
Great pass by the quarterback. He just
It was long, just a little bit short, but a good-looking pass. All right, 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Quarterback still in the gun for the Tigers. Man in motion. And the quarterback's going to hand it to the running back going off right side. Ooh, and he takes a lick right at the line. And I'm not sure, I think 44 was the ball carrier.
That's him. That is, well, I don't have 44.
Well, maybe I looked at it wrong.
No, you're right. It's 44.
Any rate.
No, it's 44. But we don't have his number.
He must have switched numbers or changed numbers after the roster was
Well,
printed.
number 5.
Game 2.
Brody
Down 8.
Harlow to put that lick on him.
Oh, he put a lick on him too. All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Ripley. Ball on the 37-yard line. They're home. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Puts his man in motion, and he fakes a handoff and throws it downfield. It's complete. He's got the 1st down, and he gets out to almost midfield, about the 49-yard line, but that is a Farm Bureau Insurance Ripley Tiger 1st down.
See, that's my Tigers that played last week, and they had about 3 or 4 fumbles and 3 or 4 interceptions. But that's how they got to play.
You know, and I'm kind of like you. We've said for a long time, and of course we're not coaches, but the short passing game, I think is, you know, you can't necessarily throw over the middle, but you can throw those short out passes.
Yes, you can.
Or at least I think you can.
That's the first time they've had.
Oh, really? For the whole year?
Well, no.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here last week, so I can't say. I can't comment. All right, here we go. Quarterback rolls to his left. Looking to throw. He's got a man. He's picked off at the 40-yard line. And he crosses the 45 and not quite making it to the 50 when he's brought down at 49. Just a little underthrown. And I think that maybe the quarterback's not getting his feet set and planted before he throws, and it's making the ball fall a little short. And
Yeah, that was a cash price for the Tigers that not number 59 down. You know, and it was just like that last week that was our Achilles heel. That we can move the ball when we want to move the ball, but we just can make mistakes.
couldn't finish the drives. All right, Crockett will have 2 wide left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the pistol. 1 running back behind him. High snap, he gets it, and he's got good blocking. He's going to pull it up, and he's going to take off, and he throws it out to the basically relief valve, but he kicks up a 1st down as he's pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Cavaliers. That's Tiger 35.
Senior number 3 Beard, or not number 2 Burgers out.
35-yard line.
The bounds.
Crockett has 2 wide, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. In the pistol. Takes a snap, dropping straight back, looking to throw. He's got a man, he's got him beat, and underthrown again, and a good job there by another 19 of the Tigers knocking that ball down.
Number 19 for the Tigers, Kenneth Williams, 5'9", 160 wide receiver, D-back senior. Great job by him.
Yeah, it was a little bit underthrown, but he still would have caught it, made a touchdown if number 19 hadn't been there.
I think 19 could have turned around a couple.
Yeah. All right, it's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback in the pistol. Here's the snap, and he's going to hot pass out to number 2, and he catches it brought down at the 30-yard line, so it'll be about a pickup of about 5. Should bring up 3rd down and 5.
Number 11, Curry for the Tigers. He's a sophomore. He's a fantastic ball player.
About 3rd down.
All right, we got to get Holcomb involved here.
Yeah.
2 wide right, 1 to the left to hand the ball to the fullback. He goes off the left side and doesn't get it. The Tigers stop him after a short gain, so it's going to be the first 4th down for Crockett, but I expect them to go for it.
Yeah, you talk about Holcomb. Holcomb was in on that play, but he had about 4 or 5 other Tigers with him.
Yeah, everybody's going to key on him on defense, so they're going to run away from him, or they're going to double team him most of the time, I would think.
Yeah. He reminds me of the kids we had. We talked about this a few years ago. He had a scholarship to go to Bethel.
I'll tell you his name in a minute. He was number 99 also.
Kendrick Price
transferred from Haywood. Great kid, too. All right, it'll be 4th and 5. Ball at the 30-yard line for the Cavaliers. Don't jump offsides, Tigers. And they're like the Cavaliers are going to call timeout. With their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout with them and be back right after this. 3:16 to go in the first quarter. Crockett has the ball 4th and 5 at the Tiger 31-yard line, but they also have the lead 23-0. I'm sure Ripley's coaches told them not to jump.
got a score of entrance and everybody cares.
I care.
7-14, Haywood 6.
Wow, that's not surprising, but interesting. All right, Crockett County Cavaliers have 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, trying to pull us off. Tigers did a good job of holding there and not jumping. 15 seconds on the play clock. They still got plenty of time. And there, it's kind of a yeah. They've got the first down. They're going to go all the way for a touchdown. It was like a shovel pass, and they go into the end zone with 3:08 to go. Ranks the score now 30-0 with 3:08 to go in the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top of the Tigers.
That was good, Mr. Rick. He played about Cavaliers, but we was expecting number 32 to run that ball, but he didn't. And so just like that, it's 29-0.
29-0 as we get ready for the point after. And you know, I know Coach Ward fairly well, not real well, but fairly well, and he's one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. And you know, I mean, I think he's going to play a half. Here's the extra point. It's good, and so it scores 30-0. You know, I think he'll play the first half, but I think, you know, if the score stays anywhere like it is now, you know, we'll see a lot of subbing in the second half for the Cavaliers.
Covington 14, Haywood 15.
PA, I mean, not PA, but Coach Ward a few years ago had a heart attack, and I believe JR took over for him when JR was up there.
Seems like I remember that.
And of course, Coach Ward, he's been at Crockett County.
And ever since PA left, but I don't know, that's been 10 years maybe?
At least.
Yeah, we still don't have any lights on the far side of the field. The ones on this side appear to be on, even though I can't see them, but it looks like shining out on the field we can see them, but there's none on the far side.
We get the people on the parking lot across the street.
Everybody turn the headlights on?
Yeah, put the headlights on.
All right, the Cavaliers getting ready to kick off. We'll give a shout out to old Red Dog from the Park and Rec, retired from out there, and he's listening to us, or either at the game. He may be at the game. He said he was thinking about coming. Here's a kick, a high kick. It's going to be taken at the 11-yard line for the Tigers across the 15, the 20, the 25. He's in the opening. He's at the 40, and he's got one man to beat, and nobody is going to catch him. That is they get him, but not until he crosses the goal line. No, they say he's down at the 1 yard, 1 foot. Maybe it's a yard or two, but that's some speed, right? But I tell you, what was also speed was that guy caught him from behind.
Yep, it was. And number 15 Curry, a softball for the Tigers. We got a good future with that kid.
Yeah, he's got some speed, and you know, he hit that hole, and he didn't do a bunch of juking back and forth. He went north and south, and made it down. Looks like they're going to say he's at the 3 yard line. So we definitely need to punch this one in.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to tell you something else. The Tiger defense done a good job of blocking the back.
They did. I was looking. They bring we don't have his number 44 in at fullback, so it makes me think, you know, we're going to try a little power run, because we got a good 3 downs, if not 4, to try to get 3 yards.
That's what they need to see. I'll tell you what happened.
Tell me.
The Cavaliers relaxed. They kicked the ball off. You know, we got this game in the bag. It ain't over until the fat lady Sunday.
It ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. All right, here come the Tigers. 1st and goal from the 3. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it to that big fullback going off the right side, number 44, and he goes into the end zone for, let's see, no, it's going to be a procedure penalty against the Tigers. So that's going to back them up from the 3 to the 8 yard line. We just keep making it harder on ourselves.
Yeah, that's all season. It's been our Achilles heel with big plays and the procedure calls.
Timeout. Wrigley.
Well, it'll still be first. So we got 3 or 4 plays to make 8 yards. If we can just get 2 yards a play.
You know, at this point, I take a 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know about our kicker. You may, because I haven't seen our kicker kick extra points yet, because I wasn't here last week. I don't guess we did last week. We didn't score. So I don't know what kind of kicker we've got. So we may find out pretty soon.
When we got down on the 20-yard line, it was a 4th down. Last week against Trenton, we decided to go for it on 4th down. Because really, if you look at it, if we missed a 3-point, kicking it off to them, being on the 20-yard line, it's the same thing.
Yeah. 1:17 to go in the first. Crockett up 30-0. Ripley knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 8 yard line for the Ripley Tigers. They're going to send 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. wing back to the left, quarterback in the pistol. And he's going to hand it to number 44 again, and he twists forward and picks up a couple, maybe 3. I don't think he got quite to the 5. I think it's going to be at the 6-yard line, so it's going to pick up a 2 and make it second down. And around 6 is what it looks like, but they haven't changed the scoreboard yet. So I'll give a shout out to old Todd White over here. He's been running the scoreboard for longer than I've been doing this. Him and his dad, Mr. Scott, used to do it, and of course Craig on the PA. And never can forget Steve Vickery and Tiger TV for all he does.
That's right. Oh, Steve, man. I hope that number 44 for the Tigers is a freshman.
I hope he's in 8th grade. All right, they say it was no gain, so it's second down and 8. And we're going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Tigers.
Tigers will take a timeout and think about this with second down and goal to go from the 8. And coaches are going to talk about it. But, yeah, we've got, I started telling you something a second ago, and I got interested in the game. I'll try to remember what it was sometime before the game's over. But we've got 27 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. Tigers trailing 30-0.
Of course, Howells is taking on Tiffany Rosemore tonight. They had a big win last week against Humboldt, and I believe Humboldt was picked to win that game, but Howells beat them 54-12.
Yeah, I'm proud for Halls
I am
and
too.
proud for Coach Stegall, and I hope they have a great season. All right, the Tigers are going to be up to the line with 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Man in motion, and the quarterback, he's got a man wide open, and it's
Touchdown!
he twisted out. It gets into the end zone. That's a Ripley Tiger touchdown. $100 donated.
Wow.
Is it 100?
25, man.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm wishful thinking.
But we'll take 100.
Yeah, when we get 4 of them, we'll have 100.
That's right.
Anyway, $25 per touchdown for the that the Bank Tennessee gives to the football program for every touchdown they score throughout the season. And also, our first downs are sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance.
And I'm proud because that's our first touchdown
Of the season.
of the season. Even we didn't score nothing in a bowl game.
That's true. That is true.
Up, and I think it's good.
Yeah, the PAT is no good, but we got the goose egg off. Yeah, we got the goose egg off.
And it come against one of the biggest powerhouses in West Tennessee, and that's Crockett County.
Absolutely.
That was a great play called by the coaching staff of Jordan Garner on that play to get that ball into the end zone. I believe when we play teams like Crockett and different ones, we're gonna have to throw a little trickery in there to keep the defense honest.
Yeah. And, man, it's really getting dark on the far side of the field.
Yeah,
Makes me wonder how long we're going to be able to play.
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Well, I guess as long as they can see the ball, we'll play.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it'll be up to the coaches if they decide that they want to, don't want to continue or not.
But I can tell down in on both ends, on the north and south, it's kind of dark, and you can get hurt down there.
Oh, absolutely. So the Tigers tee it up.
Jacob McGowan.
And here we get ready to kick the ball off. Number 31 for the Tigers is kicking off. That's Flores, Edgar Flores, and it's a kick to the far side, and it's a good kick. And he thought it was going to go out of bounds, and didn't. He takes it to 15 and cuts back to the wide side of the field, and a great open field tackle made by the Tigers at about the 24-yard line.
Number 1, that's Jace Beard. That senior, great. Look like he got around the shoestring.
Yeah, shoestring tackle. Which reminds me, talking about the lights, and I know we're getting a new stadium. They have bid the new stadium with turf and with grass, And you know, I mean, one man's opinion, and that's all it is, one person's opinion. But I'm hoping that they put turf down. You know, Dyersburg just replaced their turf this year. They had, you know, a whole cycle, you know, the life of the turf that went all the way through. And, you know, if anybody was going to take turf off, that would have been the time to do it. And I actually talked to Coach Stowe, the head coach up there, and he was like, no, we went back with turf. And so, you know, let's not be the last one in West Tennessee to get a turf field. You know, and Haywood, when they get their new school, they said it's a done deal. They're getting turf there. So, yeah.
Which you don't want to call the game, the light being the way they are. But I know either coach is not going to take a forfeit.
No, but I mean, you know, if it becomes a safety issue, then the head referee is going to make that call. So anyway, I've got my opinion. Everybody else has got theirs. But if you do want turf, and in my opinion, I think it's a no-brainer. But make sure you let your county commissioners know, because they have a vote. I think they're the ones who vote on it, which hadn't gotten the bids back yet, to my knowledge. But they meet the second Tuesday of every month, so they'll be meeting a week from next Tuesday. So express your concerns and what you think to your county commissioners, and you know, let's not make this a great looking stadium and it's an average field. Because actually I heard several people, and I've talked to Randy Dana and a lot of different people about it. They're like, people don't understand. Just think, well, we got grass. You just throw grass out there and that's it. It takes a lot of work to keep a turf field up, and it's something you got to work on. I think somebody. Well, grass is what, you know, you spend so much time on, you know, because you got to fertilize it, you got to water it, you got to aerate it, you got, you know, a lot of things you have to do to it that I don't even know. Fertilize.
Well, so, I know every year they always put a truckload of whatever sand on the field.
Yeah. And that sand is a whole lot harder than those rubber pellets on that turf.
Yeah. Well, that sand got that glass in it. I think for some of the older people that's kind of against it, it's not the same turf that it would have been back 20 years ago.
That's going to be the game, I believe. And I'm going to tell you, I understand that there's a reason why they don't have those lights fixed, because they can't get them. But, you know, we started talking about this new stadium 9 years ago. If we'd have got this new stadium 9 years ago, first of all, it'd cost about $1 million less, and we would have lights that work. So
that probably lasted about 30 minutes.
Well, that's, you know, I understand, you know, it's a safety thing, and I hate that it ends up that way. Hopefully we can get it fixed before next week, because this doesn't appear to be, you know, a light bulb issue. This is some kind of electrical issue, because all of them are off. And so at any rate, next week we will be traveling. We'll be here against Lake County, and so everybody come out. Hopefully we'll have the lights fixed by then. And
I think we can get off first win next Friday.
And they've only got 19 players on their roster. I think they've got good players, but you know, by the time you get in the fourth quarter, you only got 19 players. They're beginning to get pretty tired. So at any rate,
that's the ball game.
That is going to be the ball game. Your final score is 30-6. Basically at the end of the first quarter.
That's it.
And but I understand, you know, it's a safety issue. Even if you were, if it was tie ball game, you know, you don't want anybody hurt. You don't want to get, you know, these are 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. You don't want to get anybody hurt. But anyway, appreciate all the sponsors. Always WTRB and Tiger TV. We're here for the kids and nothing else, and we want to elevate these kids as much as we can, and support these young folks. They are the future of the county, and we definitely need to support these kids any way we can. So be sure to try to come out next Friday night and support the Ripley Tigers.
Yes, and we got to get the lights fixed. I don't know if they can.
If they can't, we'll have to play the rest of the games away.
Yeah, I mean, we may have to try for Lake County next week to play the ball.
Yeah, who knows? But I'm gonna guess and hope that they get it done. Hope and pray that they have it done by next week. But at any rate, that's going to be the final score here at Tiny Knee Stadium, Jim Fitzhugh Field, and Don Paris Press Box here from Ripley. The final score Ripley 6, Crockett County 30. And everyone have a great Labor Day weekend, and have a great time until next Friday night. And until then, good night.